to the Quantum Empress and the Mystic Thursdays. On Thursdays, I will put a video on a tarot reading to basically deploy which are the energies that are available here for you. Basically, there are a lot of viewers, so it might not resonate with you, not everything maybe, and just leave it. What doesn't resonate, it was a message that was not for you. Yet what does resonate, take it with you as a gift. Remember that we are trying to learn and trying to deprogram ourselves from all those things that come from our past, from our family, from our culture, from the media. A lot of have to be, have to do. And in order to do that, we need to know which are those things that are imposed into our being. So my idea here is to try to refocus the energy, because remember, where we put our attention is where energy grows. So if we keep on putting our attention into negative things will expand. And I think now we have reached the point that many of us know enough. So it's better to put our attention into the positive developments. Now here's the thing, I am not a wiki sort of, oh, let's be positive. No. I think we live in a dual world, and we need to understand that both sides exist. And we can only be truly positive when we acknowledge, when we look, and we transform and transmute the negative things or the shadow part. Yes, and then we can really be positive, because we can make it out of a choice. We are not imposing positivity as now, I have to be positive, I have to be positive. No, positivity is an evolution, and it has to do a lot with also clearing our unconscious. Yes, all the things that we do not know. And believe me, it's almost 90% of our total perception. Yes? So, now that I explained that, I will go with the cards, my dear. So what I have already meditated with my archangels to be able to bring you the best messages. So, what is in there for you, my viewers? Which messages the Spirit has? Spirit, kindly ask for the messages for this group. Okay, so, wow. The Hierophant, the Four of Wands. So maybe some of you are getting married. Oh. Some of you are also reaching a certain stability. Wow. As I was saying that, so here's the thing. Some of you, I have the Well, which is only from this tarot, which is the Illuminated Tarot. I will write it down. And the King of Pentacles. So we are talking about stability. So I will clear out a little bit these four cards, and we are talking about the Hierophant and the Four of Wands both together. So both cards are telling me that some of you are getting married or are getting that proposal, yet for others of you is that you are already incarnated or allowing your inner wise man, your inner guide, your connection to source to go through. Now, the Hierophant is telling me that this has been a journey, also a mastery journey, a journey of discovery, a journey of passing through the dark nights of the soul. So it's a very deep journey, and many of you who are watching these videos, what I receive is that you will have to teach. You have that ability to teach. And I'm going to tell you a little story, because yesterday I was with a friend that I know for 7 years, and which I consider a very nice friend of mine. And he is a guy that has born with a star. You know, everything what he touches is like, goes into success in business. He travels, he's developed, etc., etc. And many times in the years that since I met him, I had this feeling of, oh God, why is my life so difficult? You know, why did I have to live and to pass through all that? And yesterday I realized that I have to pass through all those things because I needed to understand the process. And when we become conscious of the process, is that we can teach the process. We can accompany other people in their own journey. And when you can accompany someone knowing what he or she are feeling, not so much from an empathic, it is a little bit of an empathic point, but it's much knowing that you know what they are passing through and you can be with them. So that is what I understood. And I guess several of you are in that journey. I believe that you are, I have several of my clients are in that journey. So I believe that if you are now watching this, is because you are also in the journey. Now that comes next to the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is, like the Hierophant, is a card of marriage. Now that is for the women that are together with someone, or that, you know, are waiting for that sort of commitment. Both cards are about that. For those of you who are in a search, in a spiritual search, a spiritual development, this card talks about, it's also understood as the portal of the 1111. And together with the Hierophant is telling me that you have mastered something. That for many of you, it could be mastering manifestation. That is what I get. For others, is mastering the portal between dimensions, that it has to do with manifestation. You know, I will talk in a couple of videos further. I will speak about the dimensions and the frequency and manifestation, etc., etc. But for now, you have to understand that there is a fifth dimension, there is a fourth dimension, there is the third dimension. Now, the third dimension is this one that we perceive with our senses, and that is embedded in this matrix of what we call the fear, and the money and the security, and you know, this is what I perceive with my senses, and this is it. Now the fourth dimension, we are starting to questioning that. Is that real so or not? And even the fourth dimension has two levels, basically the low level that will get close to the 3D, and the higher level that gets close to the 5D. Now in the fifth dimension, it's like there is no time, no space. We are abundant, we are in flow, we are connected with our higher self. We are what we seek, basically. What we seek in the third dimension, we are already that on the fifth dimension. So for many of you, you are starting to bring the I am presence of that fifth dimension and above to this third dimension. You are being able, by your own discovery journey, to start embodying that portal. It's you have crossed a threshold and you are not looking back. Now, what happens with that? And that is the most interesting things for those who are in that path, and that is the well. The well is, in this tarot, symbolizes the creatix. It's where everything is created, the true potential, the abundance, the the instant manifestation, the downloads, the channeling, the connectiveness, everything with everything. And next to that, we have the King of Pentacles. Now here are several things which I don't want to let it escape. One is that the well is looking at the Four of Wands and the Hierophant. That means that, how can I explain this? The well is that fifth dimension. The Hierophant is like the third dimension with connection with the fifth. And the Four of Wands is that bridge, is that threshold. You understand? Now, those people who are waiting to manifest, who are waiting, if their careers are towards the more spiritual things, or to become channels, of a book, a spiritual book, a guide how to, spiritual paintings, you know, those paintings that have so much energy that they can transmute the energy of a place. Well, I think these are the cards for those people. And those people who are in that journey, when you cross the threshold, the King of Pentacles, so that is granted, that will give you the stability in your finances. Because here's the thing, many creators do not believe that they can make money with their creations. Many spiritual people do not believe, or they don't want to believe, putting together money in spirituality. And actually, money is as spiritual as any other single creation on earth. Money is really neutral. I will make a special on money. Actually, I will have to make a couple of specials on money, because money is, I've seen it in family constellations, money is a neutral energy. And the more, but for some people, it requires, for them to seriously connect with money, it requires for them to cross the threshold and to bring in the talents, like Joseph Campbell explains in The Hero's Journey. So money will come from the spiritual path. Yes? Now, for many of you, you will need to search not only in this dimension, the relationship with money, but also if you come with heavy contracts that come from other worlds and other dimensions and other experiences. That means that in other lives, if you made vows of poverty, for example, if you were a religious person, you will have challenges with that. Even if you, in this lifetime, you consider yourself super connected with money, you will have to revisit that. Many spiritual people have some issues with money and receiving money. But in the third dimension, money is the way of exchange. So long we don't find another thing, money will have to do it. And we have to come to terms to that. So I'm very happy, because this is a beautiful, beautiful reading, powerful reading as well. I will take a couple of more cards, clarifying a little bit. This wanted to fall. Wow, the Artist, yes, we are, woo, the Strength. So this is a extremely powerful, almost all major arcana. So we have the Artist, also that is from this deck, and it talks about, it goes back to this, the well and the creatics, and allowing yourself to detach a little bit from humanity and to start connecting with your gifts, with your capacity. And for that, you will need to have some strength, because let me tell you, the 3D, the 3D, and the fear situation we are in, and currently even more, it's gonna push us, and we need a lot of strength to detach from that. Maybe do an exercise of not watching news or TV or whatsoever for 30 days. I'm doing that and I'm pretty happy. And then we have the High Priestess and the Hermit. So for some of you, you will need to take some time off and connect with your inner guidance and reconnect with this High Priestess that is at this moment in reverse. The High Priestess is in that journey, in the journey of the Hermit towards the High Priestess, that we're gonna find the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfilled. But we need to allow that High Priestess, that creatix, to come to us. Okay, we're gonna face some news. Eight of Wands. We have, wow, okay, people. We have a Page of Cups. So for some of you, there's someone that will connect with you, offering you a cup or love, or maybe the one that will make the proposal. There is this Page of Swords that is more or less the same. It's coming with this fresh energy. And there is the Judgment card, all major arcana. I can't believe it. It's like amazing. The Judgment card, the Ten of Cups, and beautiful, the Sun. So for many of you, this proposal, this marriage is gonna end up with a child, and it's gonna end up, look at this, it's gonna end up with this beautiful proposal. And for some of you, the child will be your own creation. Maybe you come up with a Facebook group, maybe you come up with a new program, maybe you can come up with a retreat, something that people can rejuvenate. Maybe you come up with some courses on how to plot your energy for creating. Maybe some of you will come up with meditations for creators. So I don't know, whatever resonates. I find these, I want to leave them like that, because finishing with the Sun is one of the most beautiful things that can happen. And I will just check a couple of oracles. I will take one card from The Universe Has Your Back. And so Spirit, oh, I love this. So I hope you enjoy them as well, because they are beautiful cards, very powerful deck. So certainly those who are watching this are passing through major life-changing situations. This is very funny. It's very similar to what I put in at the beginning. So where you put the attention is what expands, and what is the card that says energy flows where my intention goes. So let me say that this is amazing. Amazing. I think it's amazing. And then we do have the Panther from the wisdoms of the animals. Consider, and says protection. So you're protected, feel protected in this transformation, in this opening, in this channeling. Consider who you allow to take your energy and who you give it away to freely. Now, here is the thing, protecting your energy when you are in this powerful circle is very important. It's as important as getting the knowledge. Let me tell you, for me it was very difficult to understand. I have one of my teachers who always said like, yeah, you have to learn how to do energy stuff. And I was like, well, no, I don't know. I'm more of a mental person. But since I am working with energy and protecting the field and creating a field in which I bring my intention, but I also bring this amazing group of archangels that are around us, that are to our service. We just have to ask for them, and they come here and they are with me, and we create this super magical space in which I can have this amazing readings for you. So learn how to do it. And if you want to, just write me a message and I will show you a couple of little things that I've learned that do not require a lot of time, for one point. And the second is I use the meditations that I learn. So they are not completely from myself. I just put my own thing. But the beginning, I bring in the archangels, and they are wonderful, wonderful way of opening a secure field. Many times what happens with our intuition and our higher self is that if the vibration of the place we're in doesn't feel safe for our higher self to come, the messages are gonna be mixed. So if we create a safe field with a lot of light and with our archangels, it's like a secure space, and then information can flow very easily. So my dears, I hope you like it. The information of everything is down below, so I would love you to like, share and subscribe, and check my Instagram and my Facebook and my website. And I see you next week with another 2 chapters of the Quantum Empress. Love and blessings from Barcelona.